HMO, PPO, EPO, I don't know, POS. There's all kinds of choices. There's all kinds of options to choose from. Which one's best for you? When choosing an insurance plan, a health insurance plan, which one would you be the best suited to have to go to? Hi again, this is Vince with Insurance School. And if you do me a favor and like our videos today, please don't hesitate to give us a like and subscribe to our channel. I just wanted to address the options of talking about health insurance. Health insurance, which ones are right for you? Oftentimes people are faced with a situation during the middle of the year where they might be changing jobs. They might be coming off their parents' policy at 26 years of age. They may not have insurance and they may be looking for insurance for the very first time. So oftentimes people aren't sure which direction to go as far as their insurance choices are concerned. There's a few. An EPO plan is a plan that only allows you, similar to an HMO plan, only allows you to see in-network providers. HMO plans do have a gatekeeper and do have a person that you have to see, your primary care physician. They have to refer you out to specialists and things of that nature, where an EPO, even though it's an in-network only plan, offers you the opportunity to go to any doctor that's in network with your plan without talking to your primary care physician first about it. So you don't have to have a permission or a gatekeeper or referral before you can go from your primary care physician to see maybe a ophthalmologist or a cardiologist or a pulmonologist, whatever that specialty may be. So those are the two basic plans in regards to in-network only plans. There are PPO plans, which allow you to see doctors that are both in and out of network. Those might be plans that you'd want to consider. There's high deductible plans that are a little bit more affordable for you because you are taking on the responsibility after you need to seek care of paying a higher deductible or paying higher out-of-pocket expenses, things of that nature. But you do have the option with a high deductible plan to enroll in a health savings account. And we'll have a video about all these types of plans and health savings accounts, comparing those to flexible spending accounts. So there's a lot of different videos that are coming for you for basic information as far as how these things work and what might be best for you. In regards to choosing an insurance plan, you know, you can kind of look forward to what you might have coming up. If you are considering starting a family, for instance, you might want to make sure that anything that you're going to pay for your insurance premiums out of pocket, your co-payments, we'll talk about those in other videos, your co-insurance and deductibles will be lower at the time that you maybe have your baby in the upcoming year. There used to be a commercial. It used to say, pay me now or pay me later. If you think about that in terms of your health insurance, if you're paying low premiums on a monthly basis out of your check or wherever that money is coming from, you're probably going to pay higher co-payments, higher deductibles, higher co-insurance, and have a higher out-of-pocket max in the year to come. Conversely, if you pay higher premiums on a monthly basis, then when you go seek care, you may only have a $10 copayment to see a doctor. You may have a $250 instead of a $1,000 deductible to satisfy for the calendar year. You may have a smaller or a lower out-of-pocket max that you have to meet before everything would be covered for the remainder of the year once you've satisfied your out-of-pocket max. So pay me now, pay me later. Think of it that way in regards to how you're going to choose which plan might be best for you. The other thing to kind of consider too is previously your prior insurance, your prior year. Have you used your insurance before? Are you relatively a healthy individual? Again, if you're not going to be using your insurance other than going for your annual well doctor visit, which is covered at 100% again, that's free. You're not going to have to worry about that. Or depending on your age, if you have an annual mammogram, that would be covered at 100%. A well woman's exam would be covered in network at 100%. Those types of things you don't have to worry about. So if you're relatively healthy and you don't anticipate using your insurance other than your well doctor visits, then a plan with a lower monthly premium and higher deductibles and co-payments might be something to consider. On the other hand, if it's something where you use your insurance quite often and you're not necessarily a healthy individual, but you're not a sickly or somebody that sees a doctor all the time, you might want to consider paying a little bit more on a monthly basis so that when you go seek care, your co-payments are low, your deductible is lower, your out-of-pocket expenses are lower. So if you're going to use your insurance more, what you're trying to do is, pay higher premiums on a monthly basis. And if you kind of compare your premiums to what you paid out of pocket in a previous year, that would help you a little bit too, making a decision on which direction would be right for you. I also mentioned the PPO plan. Just as a brief overview, the PPO plan both allows you to go to in-network providers and out-of-network providers, albeit you probably would have a higher deductible most times going to an out-of-network provider. You'd have higher coinsurance going to an out-of-network provider, and you'd also have a higher out-of-pocket max for out-of-network providers, and possibly even something that's called balance billing. And we'll address these types of things in future videos as well. Speaking of future videos, do me a favor, please, if you would, subscribe to the channel. Really would help me get out here so that more and more people can have a better understanding about how to use their health insurance, life insurance, auto insurance, homeowners insurance, things of that nature. I'll have videos on all these types of insurance plans. This is just an informative video channel, and I called it Insurance School for You because this is for you. And this is the reason why I'm making this video today, is I had a question about, somebody trying to choose health insurance and which directions they might want to consider and what things they might want to consider before choosing a plan that might be right for them. So please do give me a thumbs up and subscribe. I'd really appreciate that. I'd be able to put out more content for folks. And again, if you have questions, put them down at the bottom of this video. And I will make a video just answering your questions, or just answering your questions on the channel comments. So again, really appreciate you taking the time to watch these videos and giving me a thumbs up, and a subscription to my channel would be really, really appreciated. Before I close, the high deductible health plans, relatively healthy individuals, you actually would have the opportunity, and we'll, like I said, talk about the health savings accounts later, but you can actually start a health savings account where you're putting money aside out of your paycheck on a monthly basis, up to the government allowed, and we can talk about that later as well. But this is all pre-tax money, and you don't lose this money. This is your money, and you can build a lot of money into a health savings account, especially if you're younger, healthy, don't use your insurance, don't have to access the health savings account, and it would help you down the road as you get a little bit older, when things start happening or you're considering having families. That HSA can be used to help pay for future medical expenses as well. So EPOs and HMOs, in-network providers, the HMO has the gatekeeper, which is your primary care physician, has to have referrals to go see providers for you. The PPO allows you both in and out of network coverage, albeit different coverage for each. Then you've got your high deductible health plans with HSAs that you can consider as well. I hope that helps a little bit, give you a little bit of an insight. Look at what you might be coming up against in the future, what you have used your health insurance for in the past, and what you may anticipate using down the road to help you better decide which plan may be right for you to choose. So thank you again for your question. I appreciate your viewing the channel. And again, thumbs up and a subscription would be really, really appreciated, so we can get this information out to many, many people, especially with the way people are dealing with health insurance these days and the confusion that's centered around health insurance. That's the genesis for the channel. It's for you, and I just thought I'd share my knowledge and try to help everybody become better, empowered health insurance and insurance consumers in general. So have a great day. Thanks again, and appreciate you following up on the subscription. All right, bye-bye.